I got the moves. I got the moves. I'm making moves. You gotta move. You gotta make the city move. Like, whoa. I make the city move. I got the move.
This might be one of the best moments in NBA history. Derrick Rose, the youngest ever MVP, the player whose career seemed over due to unfortunate injuries and having many disappointing stunts in the last few seasons at different teams, just dropped 50 points versus the Utah Jazz. This is honestly one of the most special moments I've ever seen in the NBA. It's awesome to see D Rose look like and play like his old self out there on the court. And of course, the NBA went wild. In today's video, I will be looking at the reaction NBA players have had to this outstanding game by D Rose, and I'll also give my thoughts on it too at the end. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to drop it a like and subscribe. But with that being said, let's see these reactions. The first reaction is from former Bulls teammate and now current Timberwolves teammate, Jimmy Butler. He posted an image on Instagram with the caption, "If anybody know, I know. Hashtag 50-piece combo, hashtag MVP," referring to the amazing form of D Rose from last night's game, resembling his MVP season. Now let's go over to Twitter and see what NBA players had to say on there. Isaiah Thomas, point guard from the Denver Nuggets, said, "My dog D Rose. This stuff is inspiring, family. You are one of the best PGs to ever play the game, killer, and the world knows that too." Dwayne Wade tweeted out two things. He said at first, "That boy D Rose is out here straight hooping," and later tweeted, "Every basketball fan in the world should feel good for D Rose. Tonight was an example of never giving up on yourself and when others believe in you. Amazing things can happen. I'm smiling like I scored 50. Congrats to a good dude." CJ McCollum put out, "Man, couldn't be more happy for D Rose. Can only imagine the emotions after what he went through. Well deserved. Hard work is undefeated." Jeremy Lin said, "Have a night, D Rose. Inspiring for anyone who's been through injuries and more." Josh Richardson of the Miami Heat tweeted, "Yes, D Rose, I love it." Bam Adebayo, also from Miami, said, "Derrick Rose 50 ball." Chris Paul tweeted, "Shout out D Rose for the 50-piece tonight." Vince Carter said, "That's unbelievable. D Rose 50. Wow. Keep balling." Al Horford said, "Great to see D Rose dominate." Nikola Vucevic from the Magic put out this tweet, "What a night for D Rose. He deserves it more than anyone after everything he fought through." And Miles Turner said, "Happy for D Rose. Awesome to see." Here is what some former NBA players said about Derrick's inspiring performance. Reggie Miller, an Indiana Pacers legend, tweeted, "This is what makes sports great. The genuine love and appreciation Rose's teammates for him is fantastic. So happy for this young man. Hashtag don't call it a comeback." Scottie Pippen of the Chicago Bulls said, "D Rose, incredible. He's overcome so much. I couldn't be happier to see him balling." Here is Derrick Rose's post-game interview on his thoughts after the game about his performance.
Derrick, you can see you're very emotional. A huge victory for this team, and it comes from you and your career high 50 points. What does it mean to you, Derrick?
Man, everything, man. I worked my ass off, bro. I wouldn't have did this for the franchise, the organization, the fans, everybody, man. I wouldn't be able to play the way I play, man.
So after looking at this crazy, inspirational game, here are my quick thoughts about it. I don't really want them to take over the whole video, but I'll share them anyway, for a short amount of time. The biggest thought that I have, and a lot of other people have too, is whether this is a sign that the old Derrick Rose is returning. In my eyes, I don't think he will ever be the MVP player he once was, but I do think he can be better than what he has been playing at over the last 2 seasons. This 50-point game should inspire him to keep balling, and I do think that there is a chance he could average 20 plus points per game in a whole season again. If it's this season, I wouldn't be surprised, or even the next. And I also think that Butler not being there is good too. As we know, Butler didn't play in Rose's 50-point game because he wants to be traded. With him out of the way, Derrick Rose will become one of the top 3 options on the team, and there are chances that big games will happen more and more frequently for him. So hopefully Butler is traded soon. But those are my overall thoughts on this game and the NBA players' reaction to the truly inspiring performance. Let me know in the comments what you think about this game and what it means to you. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to drop it a like and subscribe. But with that being said, I am out. Peace.
Deros, 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 deros. 80 on my wrist, 100 on my wrist. What? 80 on my wrist, 100 on my wrist. 80 on my wrist, what? 100 on my wrist. 80 on my wrist, 100 on my wrist. Deros, 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 deros.